Hi there, my name is David Sabella, and I'd like to share with you some techniques for acquiring a contemporary commercial music singing sound. In acquiring the contemporary commercial sound, we want to alter our resonance strategy to make the appropriate types of sounds. So these techniques I'm going to show you, a few of these exercises, are ways to alter your resonance strategy, your filtering shape of your vocal tract in order to make the right types of sounds for specifically contemporary commercial music, okay? And these techniques do not replace any of the standard techniques you're using with your teacher. These techniques aren't done first in the day. You want to warm up through your head voice, you want to warm up your breath support, you want to have a clear understanding of your breath support and your registrative balance before you begin these techniques. So these are a little bit advanced techniques, okay? So the first one we're going to do is we're just going to chew, nya, 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 like that. And you got to remove your upper lip. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. That's it. That's all it is. Nya, 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 nya. 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 That's it. I started on an A natural, which is where I start most of my female belters, female singers who are learning to belt, whether they're altos or sopranos. The gentleman can start a little lower, a D, starting on an A. Nya, 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 nya. That's fine, okay? And we take that up the scale to about an E flat for the women and maybe the C for the men. And by then we're in the falsetto for the men and clearly in the head voice for the women, and that's fine. It's not about staying in your chest voice. It's about matching the resonance strategy of both registrative qualities, okay? So that's nya, nya, nya. Now we're going to do my. So we're going to do my. And again, this is a talking sound. Notice I'm not making a legit sound. I'm not doing my. Not doing that, okay? We're singing as we speak. My. Okay? In a music theater production, it is essential that the sound you have when you're saying the words of the script is the same sound you have when you are singing the songs. You can't say the script with one voice and sing in another, okay? So, I'm talking up through here. This becomes what we call pharyngally resonant, the resonance of the pharynx. Also becomes what we call a cry, a crying sound, my, okay? The crying sound is also equated to the Italian technique of the feign voice. So the voce di pharyngea and the feign voice are very old bel canto techniques that we're taking into a contemporary repertoire. Okay, so here we are with a my again. My. Right up through the top of the scale. Okay. After that, my. Let's do apple and yay. So apple and yay require a straw. Do I have a straw around here? Yes, I do. Here we go. A little straw like you'd get, at the diner. I buy them in bulk in wrapped paper. I already took this one out of the paper. We're going to put the straw under our tongue. Ah, as in apple. Okay? Apple. Okay? Can't say the pull. You have to take it out for the pull. But ah. Okay, now we that was up to a B. Ah! Okay, in a light speaking tone, which does not necessarily mean chest voice. It's somehow connected, but if you think about putting a lot of chest voice in that sound, you won't make it. It won't find the right balance. So my suggestion would be to let it go up through your head voice. If yours first sounds ah, that's quite all right. Because the more you do that, your body will attach a little bit more into the bottom and it will sort of find its balance. Don't be too heavy. It's better to be too light and keep working on it and let it naturally grow than to be too heavy and not be able to get there. Otherwise, it'll never grow, okay? So we're going to do apple on this pattern. Again, starting for the women at A, starting for the men at either a D or an E flat. I'm going to do it, hey, I'll start in the middle. I'll start on an F. Pardon me. Let's do Now, my tongue stays in place because I've done it for a long time. Your tongue probably wants to pull back or push the straw out. It doesn't want to stay in that position. And that's why we use the straw, to keep the tongue flat, forward, and puffy and wide over the straw. It shouldn't point. It shouldn't retract back. It shouldn't push the straw out. Just wants to stay there, okay? So. And for those of you who need to see, on my teeth, and then over. So not on my lip. I'm on my teeth. Okay? Okay. This is the ugliest sound in the world. And this is the ugliest sound you'll make. And it's better if you try to make an ugly sound, because it does the right thing. Turn off your internal editor. Do not make a good sound. Make an ugly sound. There's absolutely no pressure here. You should not feel like you're reaching for high notes. Absolutely no pressure here. If you have to go into your head voice, go into your head voice. That's fine. Again, it will counterbalance the more you do this, okay? So here, I'm very fond of saying this is like a Jerry Lewis sound. If you don't know who Jerry Lewis is, some of the younger generation don't, then think of Fran Drescher from The Nanny, or Janice on Friends, the character of Janice, that has that kind of talking like this, kind of wide sound, okay? We want to make that kind of sound, okay? At least in finding the right function of the muscle. So aesthetics come later. This is not pretty. You're not going to make this sound on stage. Aesthetics come later. Form and function are what we're working on now. What's the right function and balance of muscular effort to make that sound? So after you've gone up and down the scale on apple, we go up and down the scale again on yay with the straw. Yay, 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 yay. And your voice has to lighten up. Yay! Yay! And that's how we get up over that passaggio for the men into a crying type of voice, not a calling voice. This is not yay! It's not that, right? It's yay! As if you were talking, hey, how are you? Hi, right? Calling someone out across the parking lot, let's say.